All right, good afternoon, everyone. This is our weekly family podcast. My nephews are on with me from Atlanta. Say hello, nephews, with all this virtual stuff. And also Sherry's there with the background of the wonderful Golden Gate Bridge.
Yeah, Bay Area.
Yeah, I did that on purpose.
Right. Listen, a 30-minute sports podcast. We're going to get right into it right now. Right now we're watching Green Bay is up over the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
They just scored a touchdown too, right? So was it 10 to nothing, something like that?
Correct.
Yeah.
You're a little slow today, nephew. That's okay.
Oh, my bad. He's just happy the Lakers won.
Oh yeah, for sure. I am.
I'm not a Laker fan, so.
Well, you're a Vikings fan, and they lost today too. So
I know they got spanked.
Right.
It wasn't even a loss. They got spanked by a team that ain't won a game.
Well,
you can't say that. They won a game.
They just won today. They just won today.
They won today.
They did. They won today. You crack yourself up, huh?
Every day of my life, I crack myself up.
He is funny.
I want to get started right now. I want to watch some NFL football right now. I was glad the Bears won today.
Yeah,
because they're a game behind Green Bay, which kind of puts Minnesota about 4 games out.
I'm just hoping we get a good draft pick. That's it.
Man, you look hoping for the draft picks already? Damn.
Already?
Yeah. I love them, but it is what it is.
It's hope.
And I'm just hoping we get good draft picks so we can pick an offensive line.
And also,
true.
Not to cut you off, Sherry, but I want to say congratulations to the LA Lakers.
Yeah. There you go.
But I heard the 2 rumors I heard. The first one is that the Clippers are talking about trading with the Knicks to get the Clippers are going to get rid of Paul George, and they're going to send him to the Knicks. And I don't know what they get in return. That's a rumor I heard. And also I heard another rumor, 2 rumors. Rondo opted out of his contract.
Yeah.
But they're going to sign potentially Chris Paul.
Yes. That'd be a great move.
Oh, for sure. You think?
I mean,
so right now, as far as I'm concerned with the Lakers can do no wrong.
I mean, there's another potential out there too that we can go get Carmelo Anthony. So you can have Carmelo.
Why would you go get Carmelo?
I don't want Carmelo personally. I think he's okay where he is.
Stop hating.
I'm not hating. I'm just trying to figure, why would you go get someone who is
another shooter?
Yeah.
Whatever.
Now me personally, I think they should trade Kyle Kuzma.
That's what they're talking about. They're talking about getting rid of Kuzma, and there's about Oklahoma City is one of the teams that's on that list of teams he can go to.
Yeah. I mean, go ahead, huh?
I was gonna say he's a good young piece, but I mean the Lakers are in a win now, and so where they will be exposed. So here goes the thing. So the West is going to be no joke again. So the West is going to be more stacked because now you have the Warriors coming back.
Right.
And everybody's like, the Warriors can't beat them. I was like, what was the most thing? I mean, they got the number 2 draft pick. So, they're going to get, what's the big guy? Man, we've been talking about this kid for a minute.
Wiseman.
Yes, I know. And I like him so much, but he's not playing basketball. So it's kind of like, who is this kid? Anywho, I mean, if they get him, man, they got four dominant players. I mean, yeah, he'll be a rookie, but he's a guy who can stretch the floor. He's left-handed. He plays defense. He can run like a deer. He'll know his role. He got veteran leadership, which he will need. And then you got Klay Thompson and Steph Curry, who are always hungry. So it's like, okay, and they got a bench. So I think I think if the Lakers don't make a move now, they're not going to win it again next year. So that's
Right.
they're in
And
the
they're,
win now.
and they're going to make a move.
They got to. They got to.
But they also, I want to say congratulations to Magic Johnson, too, because we would never have LeBron if it wasn't for Magic Johnson.
Yep.
Yep. Even when he's not there, he's still there. So that just shows you how good he was.
Still in the building.
Right.
So that's the NBA basketball for the NBA basketball scoop. I think I don't know if the Lakers are gonna win, even though I'm a Lakers fan. So I'm like,
realistically, man, if you really want to go back to back, they need to trade for Bradley Beal. And the reason they need to go for Bradley Beal is because you can now transition LeBron out and then have AD and another person there.
Right.
To me, that's a smart move, but I doubt they're going to go to it.
I mean, you got to remember they still got Avery Bradley on the list too. So I don't know if his contract is up or not. And they're still talking about if Rondo he opts out, he could get re-signed. He's just opting out to get more money just because of the how it's going to roll that right now.
Right, and the collective bargaining agreement also comes into play for that.
Yep. So I mean, everybody's been doing 2 years. So it's kind of like how Jordan was doing the 1-year contracts and 2-year contracts. So LeBron took that whole thing and he's like, look, I'll get 2, and we're redoing everything in 2 years. So there we go.
And I want to just tell people, stop disrespecting Michael Jordan. Stop disrespecting LeBron James. LeBron James is great. LeBron James won 3 championships with 3 different teams. That makes him great. Michael Jordan won 6 championships with the same team. So stop disrespecting them. I'm just saying.
I don't know, but I don't think they're still in the same conversation though, because it's the 2
I don't
different
think
eras.
so either. Like, I think LeBron is in a different era. Like, he is great in this era, and Michael Jordan was great in his era. So trying to compare them two, just like they used to do with Kobe.
Right.
Yeah.
But you know what? I'll say this. They always do the black players like that. You want to compare Luka to Larry Bird?
No.
Oh, no, they would never do that.
Right.
Great White Hope, baby. Great White Hope.
Or Steve Nash to Pistol Pete.
Nope.
No.
No, we're good off of that.
No.
Right.
I mean,
So my thing is, stop. The media does this too. Stop wanting to compare this black player against another black player. Michael Jordan's the greatest, period. Okay? Then comes LeBron and then Kobe. All in that order.
Okay.
And the only reason why I say LeBron over Kobe is because LeBron won it with 3 different. Everywhere LeBron went, he won a championship, and he's got 4. So he's up for some more. I did say on the show earlier that he was not going to win anymore. I want to apologize to. I'm a Lakers fan too. I want to apologize to everybody for saying that statement.
You should. Yes.
Right. You should.
Okay, I did.
I said the same thing too. I was kind of like, man, I don't want him to win, but I want him to win. Kind of like, it's like watching Tom Brady play. Like, man, I don't want him to win any more Super Bowls because I don't want him to be better than Joe Montana. He gets 6, and I'm like, he's better than Joe Montana.
I don't think Tampa Bay's going.
Oh no, they're not. They got too many.
Oh no.
They got a good defense. I mean, I was watching them. They got good defense, but
yeah, they just picked up Aaron.
Well, they'll make the playoffs.
Oh yeah.
Tampa Bay will make the playoffs, but other than that, maybe the second round and they'll be done. And watch, they'll win the 3rd round too.
I know. Hey, so my surprise team in the football season right now is the Tennessee Titans.
Right.
Undefeated.
I'm saying that.
Undefeated.
I said that the last show. I said you better watch out for the Tennessee Titans.
Yep, undefeated.
Derrick Henry's a grown man though.
Yeah, I know.
Like,
hey man, That boy got man strength over man strength. I'm like, man, how you
Like,
doing people like this?
like as a DB, you should already know you never go high. You
Yeah,
never go high on a running back that big.
right.
And you made a mistake. And now we've been watching that play for like at least 100 times this week. I've watched it at least 50 times myself.
Right.
So,
You're a glutton for punishment, aren't you? That's okay. I'm not mad at you.
Yeah. So here goes the scores from today's early game real quick, Uncle and Sherry and brother. The Titans, of course, beat the Texans 42-36 in overtime, which actually was a better game, was a good game. I think both teams could have won. Texans, man, they're just on the slide. I think they'll be good next year, so we'll see what happens. And then the Colts came back and won against the Bengals, who were up 21-0 and blew it. They did the Falcons, so
they did a Minnesota.
Yeah. So Joe Burrow, he looked good. He had one interception, but he threw for 313 yards, and Phillip Rivers threw for 3 touchdowns and 371 in an interception. So, I mean, played good. And I don't want to mention this right now. Hold your earplugs. I'm Cherry.
I'll mention it.
Falcons beat
the
Vikings 40-23. Kirk Cousins.
Hey, we came up from 0.
Yep. Cousins look like crap today, but hey, a lot of turnovers.
He's so inconsistent.
I know.
That is my biggest problem with him. My biggest problem with the office.
They're
inconsistent.
At least Jefferson's good.
Yeah, Jefferson is that dude. But
family, he did his thing. And then you got the Broncos beat the Patriots 18-12. The football Giants beat the football Washington Redskins, not Redskins, 20-19.
Washington.
The Ravens beat the Eagles, and the Steelers just crushed the Browns. So all the Steelers fans out there, you guys are happy. And as mentioned before, the Bears beat the Panthers 23-16. Nick Foles looked decent. And the Lions beat the Jaguars. Yay! For all of my Lions fans out there that are 2-3, Matt Stafford went for 223 and a touchdown, and they won. So, yeah.
Nephew, really quickly, can you find out where Jameis Winston's playing at right now?
He's playing New Orleans.
Okay. New Orleans.
Yeah, we were wondering that.
Right.
He's sitting back. he needs to he needs to be out of the spotlight for a while to be humble, because
so does Cam.
Right.
Who?
Cam.
No. Why are you hating on Cam Newton?
Cam he does too much outside of being on the field.
Yeah.
But this is the entertainment business. And okay, are you hating on Cam because he wears a different outfit, a different hat every game?
Like a dress? No. I don't know.
Just saying.
Look, I'm gonna say what my son will say. He's sus. Right, I'm sorry.
Okay, let's move on.
Okay.
I'm gonna talk about college football right now.
Yep.
Last night we had watched number 2, number 3 team play. Your Georgia Bulldogs played the Tide.
Roll Tide,
man.
Roll Tide.
Living in Atlanta, we hear all this Georgia this, Georgia that. I just take pride that you guys thought that y'all were going to go against Alabama and really win. Alabama is a juggernaut. It's a well-oiled machine, even when it doesn't look like a well-oiled machine.
Agreed.
Right. Well, Nick Saban said it best that the players, if he tested positive, I think on Thursday for the COVID virus, and then they tested him 3 different times, and they put him on the sidelines. But he was saying that even if he's not the one that tackles a person or throws a pass, he doesn't run the ball, so they were going to win regardless.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I definitely agree.
I don't know. That coaching scheme, man. I mean, he makes the team go. He's a true head coach's coach. So when he's not on the sideline, man, it's different, man. But I was just like, dang. I was like, he tested positive, man. I was like, okay, you test positive Thursday, man. You don't get a quarantine? Like
But
they was like, nope.
they tested him 3 different times, and he came up negative.
Oh, well,
So
he's on phone.
So he could have had a false positive diagnosis,
Oh,
which is
okay.
what happens.
That's what we're going with. Okay. They probably gave him the good test and then gave him the suspect test 3 other times. I'm just saying. That's the
I
one.
thought, me personally, I thought it was false hope for the Bulldogs fans. Oh yeah, let's go ahead and take the bidding line down a little bit. But then all of a sudden before the game, oh
I'm
snap, he's
mad.
back.
Like, oh, y'all
Let's
gonna
bring the
lose.
line back.
Y'all gonna lose.
Everyone that places the bet now is looking crazy because Nick Saban is now back.
Nick
I
Saban
just-
came back.
Hey, so Clemson just destroyed Georgia Tech, which
Oh
is
my
terrible.
gosh.
Bro, why you had to go there? We knew they were going to win.
Hey man, I
Like,
know that's yours. I
But
know
it wasn't like a win. It was like our win today.
I know. Hey, look, they played like
They played the third stringers.
Trevor Lawrence went for 404 yards and 5 touchdowns and an interception. That was his only blemish. Like everybody else was like, he was just throwing the ball, man. Rodgers got 161 yards and 2 touchdowns. Whoa, some fantasy stats over here, man. Golly. Yeah, man, 73-7, man. That is a whooping.
That is just a highlight tape for that's just highlight. He just did a highlight tape for the draft. That's it. That was
man. It's
a
wrap.
That's all that was.
It's a wrap. Notre Dame beat Louisville, so Notre Dame's 4-0 now. Yay.
Yay.
But I gotta say this: that the Big Ten is gonna open up play
Next
this
week.
Saturday.
Yep.
And the Gophers are gonna be playing Michigan. That's who they're up against at home here at
That's gonna be a good game.
Sherry, show them your shirt.
There it is.
Right.
Go for row.
Go for
I know the
swag.
whole song if you like.
No.
Thank you, but no thank you.
Thank
I
you.
also know the Skull song as well.
Yeah, this week.
You can
This week I'm interested to see. I'm interested to see Ohio State play this week and see how they look. They've been hyping them up, so I want to see what they're going to look like. I mean, they're going to have to go undefeated, though. I mean, anybody from the Big Ten, doesn't matter who you are, you got to go undefeated
for sure.
To get in there.
You got to run the table.
Yeah, they got to run the table, but to get to the top 4 right now is a little bit easier because everybody up. North Carolina lost. Everybody's
right.
So I mean,
Georgia lost.
Yeah, they could get up to. I mean, they could get to number 6 real easy.
Right, but do you think the 2 losses is going to keep you in the playoffs?
It depends what Notre Dame does. So Notre Dame has to play. So this is going to come down to the Notre Dame and Clemson game. So that'll be the tell. So I don't think Notre Dame.
I'll tell you that this is my own opinion, is that Notre Dame is too slow to go up against the ultimate juggernaut,
right?
Which is Clemson,
right?
They're not fast enough at all the skill positions. They're not fast enough to go up against the players for Clemson.
Nope. I mean,
so Clemson's going to run the table in the ACC. So basically, it's going to be Clemson against Alabama, unless somebody can knock off Clemson, which I don't see it. I just don't see it. Not the ACC.
No, it's not going to happen.
No.
I mean, the closest that they're going to get is North Carolina, who has the most talent. You know what I'm saying? The second most talent in the ACC, but they're not there. They're too young. So North Carolina's too young. And like I say, they just lost this weekend to
right.
So it's, they're kind of up and down, but we'll see. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, I just think it's just my opinion. I think it's going to end up being Clemson against Alabama.
Yeah, like 5 years in a row.
Yeah.
So basically, don't get mad. Just beat them when you can. And if you can't beat them, because Miami couldn't beat Clemson.
Nope.
Florida State can't beat Clemson. No one in the ACC can beat Clemson.
Nope.
No.
I mean,
And
Clemson and Alabama are legitimately the two best teams or the two best programs for the last
right,
7
for
years.
sure.
So they've been there for a while, and it's not, it's the coaching, it's the scheme, it's everything that they have going on. So, and here goes the thing: Clemson's not going to fall off after Trevor Lawrence this year.
Nope.
Nah.
They're going to be back. They got another quarterback coming back in, so
Right.
they got some horses. So
well, that's just like Alabama. Jones had to sit and wait behind two quarterbacks.
Yep.
Now he comes in, no problem. Probably throws the ball better than Tua. The long ball.
Yeah, he's on the long ball. You know what? You know who he reminds me of? Mark Sanchez. When Mark Sanchez had to sit at USC, and then he came in. Yeah, see?
Yeah.
That's what he reminds me of. Just a collegiate Mark Sanchez. I mean, and I mean that in a good way, not saying that he's bad. He's like, Mark Sanchez had a long NFL career too, but not saying he's bad, but
no.
That's what he reminds me of, or Palmer type player. Carson Palmer had to sit too.
Right.
Yep.
Right.
Right.
And that's when they had quarterback you, and now they got running back you there. So they're back to what they do.
Right. But I just think that Alabama is just head and shoulders above everybody in the SEC. And I'll say this: the best conference in all of football is the SEC.
Yep, I agree. They got speed, they got defense, they got offense, so it doesn't matter. I mean, they got to bring it every week,
Right, and Georgia's not a bad football team at all.
No,
I don't think. I don't. Did the ratings come out today? They didn't drop far.
Nah,
I was gonna ask, did they drop?
Nah, hold on.
Well, it did a little bit, but I would imagine not that far.
Yeah, no, I don't think it's that far. Let me check. Hold on.
By all means, nephew, you take your time.
I'm just
go right ahead.
That's what we do. We're on the internet. We do what we want.
Facts. That's facts.
So yeah,
but I mean,
they went down one place to 4.
Right.
Okay.
So it kind of tells. I think the voters knew that Georgia team's a good team, just not good enough to beat Alabama.
Right. So you got you got OSU that's coming in at number 5. You have
who's in the number 3 spot now?
Notre Dame. So they just switched with Notre Dame. That's it. So they just switched with Notre Dame.
And see, Notre Dame, I'm gonna tell you, if Notre Dame will play Clemson's gonna eat them up like rock candy.
Oh yeah. They got 2.5. They play on the 7th. They play on November 7th.
Right.
Bring your lunch. They got 2 weeks, 2.5, 3 weeks. So bring your lunch bucket.
Bill hype it up like they really Notre Dame will really have a chance to knock off Clemson. But you and I, the 4 people here, we know differently.
We know differently. Yeah.
We do.
So that's kind of where it is right now. I think everybody else in the top 10, you have Florida, Cincinnati, who had they went down. They're 3-0, but you got Penn State. So Penn State and Ohio State, they play this year, of course. So that'll be a good game. So it's gonna be you got the Michigans, you got that's about it. Who I'm looking at as that can really do something.
Right. And see, Michigan, and I think it's just because the coach with Harbaugh, he gets way too much pub for the teams. Because it's like, we're going to change the story in Michigan and we're going to do this. You can't even beat OSU.
Right.
And he's been away from the 49ers for what? 5 years now?
Yeah. Yep. and he's supposed to change Michigan football. And I mean, I know that's your spot. I know that's your alma mater. I know that's where you did your thing. But yeah, man.
Right. But just don't in the media again hype this guy up like he's the second coming of the good Lord, and he's not. He's an okay coach, but he's not in the same league. In the same league as Kirby Smart.
Nope. Nope. Former players.
I'll go on a limb and say that.
Former players. I think I agree with you. Hey, listen to this though. What if, and just because I'm thinking about OSU, so I'm like, what if they could run the table and they can get to the top 4? What do you think about their chances of playing Alabama or Clemson? Do you think they have a chance I mean, Justin Fields is a baller. I mean, he can play. I mean, I think Ohio State has a good team. I think their better matchup is against Clemson.
Yeah.
I don't think they can match up well against
Alabama.
No. What do you think,
No.
Darren? Don't be a homer right now. Don't be a homer. Please don't.
No. I think they do match up with Clemson better. I don't think anybody really matches up with Bama.
No.
Right.
The receivers, man.
Yeah.
Like
you get the fastest guy. Was it really? Oh my God. His time in the 40 is gotta be 4.2, 4.25, something like that.
Yeah, man.
Go ahead.
They got some horses, man. They got some horses.
Yeah. And they get them every year.
Yep.
But I would drop this nugget though that Alabama's defense isn't the same though.
No.
Alabama's defense is a lot slower this year. And if they go against teams like Clemson who like to push the tempo or even Ohio State, they're gonna have a hard time. It's gonna be a dogfight. Like
I think Ohio State would have a hard time against Clemson, but I think Alabama scores enough points that they can stay with Clemson.
Yeah. I agree with that.
I would agree with that.
Agree with that.
Yeah, they have to score. Yeah, and Clemson they can score easier than Clemson can score. Clemson is set up
but I tell you, if everything goes the way it probably is going to go in the Big Ten, Ohio State's going to be the number 4 team in for the playoffs. Georgia will be in there. They'll come back because I don't think anybody else in the SEC is going to beat Georgia.
No,
I don't see it. And then Alabama, and probably what they'll do, they'll probably have Georgia play Clemson, and then Alabama will go up against Ohio State.
So I may be kind of late to the party, but so are they not doing conference championships?
I don't think so. I don't think
they are either. I think they just play everyone in their conference. And I bet it's
okay.
Is it how they just fall out in the conference?
Right.
Okay. Yeah, because I was going to say, if they're playing conference championships, then that's going to have a big, big impact on what's going to happen. But
this is a 1 year because of this year being the COVID year that they won't have to do all that. It'll be how they rank, 1, 2, 3, and 4.
Okay.
And if you're in the season, because what's going to happen is the Big Ten is going to play 7 games. They're starting this Saturday, and they've already eaten up the month of September, half this month of October. So I guess almost like Ohio State has to run the table to get in to the pickings of the Final Four.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
They got to be there. They got to get 7 games because everybody else 11 games. Everybody else they have their own in 11 game schedule.
Right.
So. And the thing is, again, you're going to have 2 teams from the SEC are going to end up in that Final Four. Yep.
Again, I mean, but it's always like that because the SEC has 1 year they won't play. What is
the league? Somebody gets left out.
Yeah, they'll have like a schedule of death. 1 year they have, one of those teams will have the schedule of death where you have to play Auburn, LSU, and Georgia.
Right.
And now, so 1 year is, so I think this year they, LSU's not there, but I think Georgia they kind of got it though. And Auburn they look terrible right now. So Iron Bowl should be super simple, but never count out the Iron Bowl because man, they could really. They get up for that game, so we'll see how many. We'll see how many fans they let back. By that time, you got to see how many fans they're going to let back in the stadiums too, though. So,
well, the Iron Bowl is going to be played in Tuscaloosa this year.
Yeah, but don't rule it out though. That's what I'm saying. Don't rule it out. If they let some fans in, it's they're like 30% of fans right now. So, I mean, like
what capacity are they at?
30.
Did you say 30?
Yeah, like 30%. They're letting like 30% in. So yeah, it's not full, but it's they got the little bowl. I mean, it's still distance, but it is what it is.
I like Florida.
Yeah,
Florida damn near letting 40-50% in.
He complained about it when they were in Texas A&M. It was like they had all these fans there. And it made a huge difference. It does. It makes a difference to kids, to not just to kids, but to football, to players. It's like, they get that energy. So that makes a big difference. So, and then there's money. So we'll see what happens.
Absolutely. I want to switch over really quick. I want to talk a little bit about Major League Baseball. Unfortunately, Tampa Bay Buccaneers, they knocked off the Houston Astros. But I want to say kudos.
Okay, wait.
The Rays,
Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Tampa Bay Rays.
Football team. Yeah.
Wait a minute. What did I say? The Devil Rays?
No, you said the Buccaneers.
Oh, my bad. Excuse me.
Wow.
Sports.
We'll talk about that.
We knew what you were talking about.
Right. Well, anyway, they knocked off Houston Astros 4-2 last night. But I want to say big ups to Dusty Baker because he took over a franchise that was scoring the whole time for the cheating scandal.
Yep.
And big ups to the Astros because they still were able to make the playoffs and force a Game 7.
Yep. After being down 3-0.
Right.
That just shows you that they cheated and they can't get to the World Series and win. So the Dodgers are down 2 championships.
Hey,
that's exactly what it means.
Hey, speaking of baseball, big Game 7 tonight. Big
right.
Game tonight. You got the Braves and the Dodgers. Who you got?
Your Atlanta Braves.
Your Atlanta.
No.
I mean, I'm the Reds.
And your LA Dodgers.
Your LA Dodgers.
I mean, the boy is he was just born in LA, man. He's not really from LA. Like,
And he wasn't born in LA.
Well, why do I want to why do I want to rep a city that the teams drop leads all the time? Like the Braves are up 3-1.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, but the Dodgers are good. I mean,
yeah, the Dodgers are really good.
Well, the pressure's on the Dodgers because I'll tell you what. Roberts, the coach of the Dodgers, man, it'll be if you don't.
Oh my God!
What happened, Cherry? Keep on going, Uncle. We got 3 minutes, Uncle. Keep on going.
Anyway, the pressure's on the Dodgers and on Roberts, the manager of the Dodgers, because they keep coming up short 7 years in a row.
Yeah. They gotta win. They gotta win one. They gotta win. I mean, they're like how the Braves were. They kept on getting there. And they didn't win one. I mean, the Braves finally got one. So
right.
They have to win one, especially with one of the highest
players in baseball. Mookie Betts.
Yeah, Mookie. You got Kershaw. I mean, they got some, man. Yeah.
Well, they need to get it done.
Yep. I think this year is their best year. I think if they get there this year, then they could take it all. I mean, I like Tampa Bay, but I think the Dodgers are head over heels. They're one of the best teams in baseball. Once the Yankees were out of it, it's like, oh, okay. I mean,
speaking of the Yankees, are like overrated.
Yeah. They had a lot of injuries too, though. They had a lot of injuries.
But they all came back in the end. for the playoffs.
Yeah, but you still, you're not in shape. It's a lot of stuff. It is what it is. All right, we got a minute left, man.
Well, I want to thank everyone for listening to this podcast. I want to thank Sherry. I want to thank Javier. I want to thank Parker. That's it.
I want to thank you.
Yes.
Why?
Big Sam.
Okay.
Because it's Big Sam and Nephews.
Yeah.
Together.
I thought we were going to change the name.
I thought we
Big
would change
Sam,
it last
Nephews,
time.
and Sherry.
We'll work on that offline. We'll work on that offline.
No. No.
Sherry and the others.
That sounds great.
3 dudes and a woman.
That's a good idea.
Stop it. No, but I want to thank all you guys for participating in this sports podcast, and we'll be back. We were a little late. Speaking of this, man, we went to the Cheesecake Factory, which is wonderful food. We went out to Edina, then we went shopping out there, and I just shut up and pushed the cart.
Yo, Uncle, we got
about right.
We got 30 seconds. We got 30 seconds before this cuts.
All right, but thank everybody for the listening, and please sign up. And we do the show every Sunday at 3:00.
Yep.
Every Sunday at 3:00. So please sign up, join us.
Have
subscribe.
Some fun with us. Subscribe.
Right.
Hit the
Subscribe.
notification bell. All of that.
Yeah, we're on Instagram. We're on YouTube.
Yep. We'll put the link in the description.
Right.
All right, Uncle. We're out of here.
All right.
We'll see you guys next week.
Next week.